Hello and welcome to my channel. My name is Kira and you can find me at Birth.of.a.madame on Instagram. And today I thought we'd just jump right into a Leo new moon spread that will carry us through for the next 2 weeks. And I hope to be doing spreads on the new moon and the full moon and checking in from time to time with other tarot related topics. So let's get into it. Using the Lioness Oracle for this Leo season, I want to shuffle and get an overall energy for the new moon cycle here in Leo, for this collective that finds themselves here today. Jumping out of the deck, Wheel of Fortune. Ooh. The Turn of Fates are with us. All of our energy is moving with Leo as our guide, and if Leo is a leader, a king, a queen, a magnanimous energy, not to step on too many toes with Chani Nicholas's astrology report. If you haven't looked at it, I think I just stole all of her language about Leo, but I think it is really great language to express what's going on in this Leo season. I'm a Leo rising, and I can tell that I am stepping into becoming the leader of my own life, using my resources wisely, and guided by my very nurturing, generous Cancer heart. I'm stepping into my namesake, my name meaning leader of the people. So I hope to be spreading a little of that energy into this reading, and remind all of you that no matter what the Wheel of Fortune has as it spins, you are the lion of your own life. You are in charge of what you will do with that fate, how it will offer blooming for you, on the inner plane, on the outer plane. Wheel of Fortune, overall energy for this Leo season. So as we're moving through the energy of the new moon, the dark moon, the second in cycle, having gone dark yesterday on July 31st, today being August 1st, 2019. In our leadership roles, in our own life, what is calling to bloom? 10 of Swords. Interesting. We are at the end of one cycle and the beginning of another. It's a perfect card for this new moon situation. Notice that the swords are bloodless. This person is being inflicted by a energy that no longer serves them, and so they will be able to get up and use the lessons that they've learned through the sword cycle to take hold of what may bloom for them. They're going to let go of a lot of what maybe that last cycle taught them and begin anew. So this is really good. That's the Sasuraibito Tarot. It's one of my favorite decks. Check out my top 5 faves on my channel. I just did that video in response to Kelly Bear and Kaja at Tarot Map, and we have the Justice card. So a balancing of energies, I think that also speaks to the cycle that we're in, taking the lessons that were in the previous cycle, and being conscious of if any of those swords come back out, will you be able to use what you've learned from one of these swords to deflect any spiraling patterns. Maybe one of these swords is a big, heavy, maybe that 10th sword was the energy of stopping a cycle. Like that's the last sword of that energy that's going to enter your sphere, that you're going to, it's like the last straw in setting healthy boundaries in order to bloom within the spinning wheel. Again, we have the spiral of this rose, the spiral of this justice. What's going to inform your next move? If the snake is spiraling towards you, are you going to use what you've learned in the death cycle of this card to cut clear boundaries, to cut the cord of repeat behaviors? What is a support within the setting of boundaries, cutting of cords, ending one cycle? It's putting to bed. What is the support for that? What is the support for boundary setting, cord cutting in this Leo cycle? 9 of Chalices from the Light Visions Tarot. In the Suit of the Cups, the 9 is like pausing on the way to the 10, 10 being the rainbow in the sky with the family underneath. This is a card of ease. Maybe it's telling you don't try so hard. You have put the work in from all of this. No matter what, that took work. Whether the work was always positive, there was work involved to learn these lessons. You've done work to then, it will take work to pull these swords out, if that's part of it. But we're going to focus on just the one sword that I think is creating clear boundaries. Rest and pause can be your greatest teacher for understanding your own boundaries. When you're able to take the time to sit, enjoy a sunrise or enjoy a sunset, a full cup of coffee, a full cup of tea, when you're able to access all of those cups that you have filled, these are the practices that you do to fill yourself up. Maybe you are guarding them. Maybe that's the thing that creates the boundaries. That's how boundaries are created. Stillness within oneself, understanding what fills your cup, so that when someone butts up against your boundary, you can stand firm and say, I'm resourced from within to say, no, this is not okay, or yes, please more. Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm loving that we have the wheel is informing. This is the start of a new cycle where we're focusing on one of those swords that's helping us to create clear boundaries, because when we are resourced in the pause reflection space of us, what fills us up, clear boundaries can inform us moving forward, being able to use the spinning of the wheel to our best advantage, being present in our own bodies, mind, spirit, goals, intentions, to use what's being offered to us continually in a way that aligns with our strongest purpose. think that I'm going to pull, that's 4, 5 cards. I'm going to pull one more finishing reflection card on all that from the Dust to Onyx Tarot. Three of Gourds. My favorite card in the tarot. Favorite because it's what got me here. I feel like with what I'm doing here, reinforcing the messages that are loud and clear from my guides to my community that I hope to create here. The Wheel of Fate. Our experiences here are always spinning. And when we know that we are the leader of our own lives, thank you, Chani Nicholas. When we know that we are the leader, the lion in our own lives, any hurt, any any sort of inflicted wound upon us is teaching us something. Within that, this is the end of a cycle of discomfort, about boundaries, clear boundaries, cord cutting. And we get clear on those boundaries. We get clear on those boundaries when we're able to access time and space just for us. When we understand what fills us up, what is in our well of resources from within, guided by the leader of our own voice, our own will. Yes. The wheel turns and things happen. We can say no more. We can take that sword and use it to say, no, that cycle ends now. The biggest message for me to you, from me to you, rest, pause, take pleasure in a full cup of something, whatever that means for you. I hope to build a strong and celebratory community here. I hope to share readings like this on the new moon and full moon cycles. I hope to also share other videos along the way. I am sending you so many Leo blessings. Please like, subscribe, share this as called. This is your new moon blessing from me, Kira, at Birth of a Madam. Thank you.